about to.
What's good? It's your girl, Miss Anita, aka Queen Cat, and
your girl, Jess.
And we are the Honeyas. Today's video is going to be life after the
wedding
and how to have a wedding on a budget.
Yes.
Life after the wedding has been pretty good. Since the wedding, people have pretty much, received us a whole lot better than they did in the beginning. It was like, when in the beginning, people didn't really know if we were a couple. They just got tired of seeing us together all the time, I guess. I don't know why. People are really weird.
Yeah,
but I guess they got tired of seeing us together all the time and didn't really know if she was a friend. They had a feeling that we were together, but they just didn't know for sure. So you had some people who kind of like treated us funny. But once we had the wedding, it was like aunts, uncles, everybody's been pretty much copacetic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And more receiving. So it's been really good versus before. Most of our friends and people who were really close to us knew that we were already married. We had our own private ceremony. But the wedding was just to show the world that we loved each other, that we weren't ashamed of each other, and for baby to have her wedding experience. I was married before, so I had that whole wedding experience of getting all dolled up and dressed up. And I still got, dressed up, but I wasn't in the dress. She was the bride, And technically, both of us were bride. I'm not a man. I don't claim to be a man. I don't try to be a man. But, she wore the dress. She was the princess that day. So I guess I wasn't the damn frog. You know what I'm saying? I just play. Yeah. Sorry about the angle, guys. We tried to film forward, but the car is like, it's stable. It's not stable. It looks sucky. So I'm trying to get the shot of both of us into it. So I would say we lost some friends around the wedding time. Yeah. We saw who was really for us and who was not. One of my we're still, on talking terms. We cool, but we're not as close as I thought we were. And the reason being was around the wedding time, he decided, a couple months before the wedding, he decided to pull away with no explanation, no nothing. So we go from talking pretty much every day because we work together and just being that support system to him distancing himself. And I know that, people go through certain things, so I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But if you make a commitment to somebody and you call that person your friend when you're going through, even if you just pick up the phone and say, listen, sis, I'm going through some things. I'm not going to be able to come around. I'm not going to be able to be in your wedding. I will receive that better than you just distancing yourself, not showing up and giving me your ass because that's what it feels like. But I won't say that I lost him as a friend. It just opened my eyes to,
It kind of show you how, like, people showing you who people really are,
Yeah. All our friends did everything. My friend decorated the wedding. My other friend officiated the wedding. And my sisters just made sure
that we had everything.
Everything got done right. And of course, all of our friends that did show up, who stood behind me was my godson and my cousin. It was supposed to be the one who I was talking about, which was my friend, and the guy who officiated the wedding was supposed to stand behind me. But when he had just got licensed, he just got his he just got his notary license to be able to officiate when we were looking for an officiant. So instead of him standing behind me, I asked him to officiate the wedding. So we were the first couple that he officiated. We were the first couple that my friend Katrina decorated for. And we were the first for everybody. We were the first. My brother actually DJ'd the wedding, and we were his first wedding. And we were the first for Rhonda's girlfriend decorating.
Yep. And she made us some special glasses, and she made the bouquets.
Yes.
Shout out to Courtney.
So it was Courtney that did the bouquets and the special glasses. My friend Katrina did all the decorations and everything. And
then my girls came through on the plug 2 times. because it was kind of like in a frantic, but Lisa and Lachelle called me, was like, what you don't have, let me go get everything you don't have. And the day of the wedding, like the night before the wedding, like they had everything that I needed. Like when I got dressed, I wasn't lacking anything. Like my girls came through.
Yes.
Squad was on deck.
On deck. My siblings, you know, they always hold it down. My sister Candace and Rhonda, they did the thing. They walked me in. They didn't stay behind me, but they walked in with me. You know, that's my first squad. So we had to show unity. They had my back. They walked in with me. My mom came. I didn't think she was coming. I told her she didn't have to come. My mother is a pastor. You know, she's high in the community.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why if you saw our coming out video, you know why we kept ourselves a secret for so long, out of respect for, you know, our parents. But my mom came, my grandma came, and it was a beautiful wedding.
Yes.
The wedding turned out good. If you haven't seen it already, you can go. That's our last video that we posted, so you can go and watch it there. And that us telling you what we did helped us save a lot of money.
What?
We spent a little over $3,000, and we had a beautiful wedding. So find people, you know.
You utilize your people.
Yeah.
Like put them to work. Like if they're your friends, like they'll be there for you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta ask.
Yep.
Because like everybody we asked was our friends, and they were there. They were like our decorator Katrina. She was there. She was there before we even got there.
Yep.
She was on point. Her husband did our food. Oh my God.
And it was free.
What?
It was delicious.
Oh my God.
And they were and we were the first wedding that he catered. I think we were the first event that he catered, or something like that.
And check it out. Guess what we had to drink? Kool-Aid. You can call it what you want.
And it was
on point.
Everybody was trying to get some.
On a budget.
We really wanted to have the wedding, and we are in the process of moving in the house, building the house. It's not just about moving in the house; it's rebuilding the house. So on top of still making payments on the house, we have to put stuff in the house. Like, you know, we're building a tiny home. So more vlogs is coming, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We've been missing, you know, in action for a minute when it comes down to the vlog, because we've been having so much stuff going on. But yeah, we had a wedding on a budget. If you know someone, if you know someone that has food stamps, you can get a cake from Publix for food stamps.
Fully paid for, bruh.
Yeah, our cake was like, what, $300?
Yes.
So the cake was taken care of. What else?
What else did we have?
All the other prices were reasonable.
Yes.
Which brings me to my other point. The other guy that was supposed to film, I consider him a friend. I asked him as soon as we decided, which was the year before when we were going to have the wedding, if he would film. And he said, y'all my girls, of course. Hell yeah. You know, so the day before the wedding, of course I'm touching base, making sure everything is good with everybody. And he decides to ask me, oh, what's your budget? I'm like, I didn't have a fucking budget. You know, I didn't say it like that, but I'm sure he sensed the attitude where I was like, I didn't have a budget. You know, not for you. I didn't include you in my budget. Everybody who I asked to do something, they told me. And I just assumed that you were going to do it off of love because you said, hell yeah, I got y'all. And usually, I do a lot of events, whether it be performing or DJing or whatever the case might be. And even if a person is my friend or family member, I'll say, hey, I can do this for you, but I'll do it for this, you know, amount or whatever. That way the person can know. You don't ask nobody the day before they wedding what the fuck their budget is. So, excuse my language.
I'm about to say.
Excuse my language, guys.
Bad baby.
So I was like, well, let me know what I need to pay you so that I can arrange to have it, you know? He was like, okay. Never did. So the whole night before, leading into the morning of the wedding, I'm trying to touch base with him to make sure he's still coming and, you know, how much I need to pay. So I end up getting him and calling calling him, and he's like, I said, are you coming? And he's like, yeah, I'll be there. We just waiting on the ride. Mind you, we end up being an hour late to the wedding, right? We're an hour late. He still is not there. He does not call. I haven't spoken to him since that morning.
He hasn't apologized.
He ain't apologized, nothing. I didn't get online. I didn't blast him or nothing. To add insult to injury, when I got online, I saw that one of his friends went live. This nigga was in the area. Because he's from...
way far out.
Yeah. So he was in the area.
In our area.
In our area. And he just didn't show up.
And didn't call or say nothing.
So that showed me
who he was.
Who he really was. And let me know that we not cool. We not friends. Because you just don't do nobody like that. On a business tip, you don't do people like that. And on a personal tip, this is a wedding. This is not a video shoot. This is not a movie, a damn skit. This is a wedding. This is something that we not gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? So the footage that you saw on our vlog was footage from our friends. And I had to get another guy to edit it. So that's why I don't know what kind of software he used, but it was actually film footage. So you know how like Facebook videos are vertical? He actually got it to, you know, look pretty decent. So, but it still wasn't what I wanted, you know. And so that part, that's an act that you can't come back from that. I forgive him, you know, but I have nothing to say to this person, you know. I for damn sure don't want to work with him no more. And, you know, because that's not,
that ain't business.
Yeah.
That ain't friend like
that's not business like. There's no integrity there. If you can stand somebody up on their wedding day and with like, no explanation and be in the area doing your own shit, you committed to something. You know, and you just decide I got something more important to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. F you. I was always taught that your word is your bond. If you say you're gonna do something, you do it. Whether one or two people show up, whether you think it's important or not, if you committed to that, then you do that. So that's another person that is X'd out. So yeah.
We learned to the cause. Yeah,
we learned quick who was for us. Because who I initially thought was going to be standing behind me was not. It ended up being my godson and my cousin. And that still worked out well because I know they love me. I know they got my back.
Yep.
But that just goes to show you that, you know, people, mouth say a lot.
Yep.
Mouth can say a lot. But yeah, the cause, we had a beautiful wedding for a little over $3,000.
And listen, don't be trying to impress people, because if you don't have it, you don't have it. We didn't have it, so we made our wedding what we wanted it on a budget. Like all these fancy tablecloth, you got to pay for that. If you damage it,
tablecloth,
all that other stuff,
seat cloth,
all that stuff, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Because we got nieces and nephews, and our little nephews will tear up some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Will tear up things you didn't think could be tore up. But we thought about that. It was easy for us to clean up because we swiped everything off the table, and what we didn't want, that went in the trash. Like, you know, it's one day, you're not going to use the table. Like, I'm not renting a tablecloth for a couple of hours. We didn't do it.
If you got the money to
and
do
you want
it,
to
and
do
you
it,
want to,
by all means.
But if you balling on a budget,
don't go broke, because after the wedding,
you got to live.
You got to live after that.
You got to live. And
I see what my mama mean when they say people be getting married, but you got to know, you got to be able to live after that wedding. Yep. One day, a couple of hours, because it was over like that.
Yep. The actual ceremony is only like 15-20 minutes, if that. So
be wise. People gonna talk regardless. You can have the most lavish wedding there is, they're gonna talk.
Yep.
And you can have the cheapest wedding there is, they're gonna talk. So have your wedding according to what you want. Nobody has to know what you spend.
I think my suit was a little over $100. It was supposed to be like 3 something, right? But the guy ended up using his discount in the worker of the store, and he didn't realize that it was that big of a discount. So even when he told a girl to use his discount, he said it would have brought it down to like 2 something, but it brought it down to like $100 and something dollars. And I looked at him, and the girl looked at him, and I was just like praying. Yep. And he was like, "Go ahead with it."
Yep. Thank you.
So my suit ended up being like $100. I only spent like $100.
And my dress was, I think, like $160 something. Like I didn't spend a lot, and I ordered my dress offline, you know, and it came on time and it fit exactly to the T. You know what I'm saying? Like we can put the link to that in there too. You know what I'm saying? Because
I got my suit right from Express, nice and fit my body perfectly. Cause I'm small, you know, so so to get something to fit me real good, I have to, you know, go to specific store. I don't know if we said in this video already, but the reason why we chose Hodia is because it means free. Everybody thought that Jess was from the islands because of our last name, and they thought that I took on her last name. When in actuality, we decided to go with Hodia because it meant free. So you can have the wedding of your dreams reasonably.
Less than $5,000.
Yep. Use your resources.
Yep. You gotta use your resources
and do what makes you happy.
Yes. When you planning your wedding or when you're doing anything in your life, do what makes you happy. Like, I don't know if we said in this video or not, but the wedding was for December. But what's the point of waiting, trying to get people to be on board when the only 2 people you need to be on board is yourself and your spouse? Mm-hmm. We were already on board. We had people, you know what I'm saying, that was already on board, but we were trying to get everybody on board. Well, I know I wanted everybody on board, you know?
And we thought that the wedding was going to just be us.
Yep. And our friends. Our little 8 squad, you know?
But once people found out about it, everybody wanted to come.
I want an invitation. Why I got one? Like, it's like the week of the wedding or like almost 2. Like our evite was like this. I was like, bro, we only got this much space.
That's another way we save money because we didn't send out invitations. No. We did everything digitally. We had the Facebook private group, and we used an app called Evite. Is it Evite?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Evite, not Eventbrite. It's Evite. And once the wedding was over, I was able to do like a little collage and thank you, and we sent all that digitally. You know, so that was another way we saved money.
Yep. And we both were chauffeured. We didn't have to get a limo. We just got friends that got cars that got black windows.
My sister.
And my sister. Yep. Like we were straight. You know?
And they took us out. They took us to Myrtle Beach because we didn't have a honeymoon yet. They took us to Myrtle Beach the next day, and then
we went to Dave & Buster's. That was fun.
Yeah, we went to Dave & Buster's, and a couple weeks later, we ended up going to the cabin, and we stayed like 4 days, just me and Jess in a cabin. And so we're still working on our honeymoon.
Yes.
But we did, you know, do little things just to get away. So life after wedding is really good.
Yes. And we did not go broke after the wedding. Because we used our resources. Use your resources. Our friends came through. Our sisters came through. My sister-in-laws are like sisters.
And she, one of her clients' husband, actually helped us get the building that we used his military discount, and that's how we were able to get the building where we were.
It was perfect.
Yep.
Right.
I think we spent $300 on the building.
And for like with our found out who really wasn't for us.
Yeah.
And it's fine, you know.
It was hurtful while it was happening, but it is what it is. You'd rather know about it soon.
And my dad was there, which touched my heart. And when I talked to him on the phone, I think that night or whatever, and he was like, he said something, sir. I'm about to be
about to get bust up.
He was fitting to be orange sickle all over
hot
the
out there.
road.
It's hot. It's hot.
He wasn't looking.
Nope.
Like he was.
The humidity fuck his mind up.
I was willing to say it was skim his ass.
He ain't been get skimmed.
He was gonna be.
So he could get bust out.
I don't want that was.
He was gonna be gone.
But no, my dad was asking me, was I getting ready or something like that.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be there either.
No, but he touched my heart, and I was like, you know, he said, you ready for your big day tomorrow? And I was like, yes, sir. And I think I said, are you coming? He was like, yeah.
No. I remember.
Go ahead.
Because he said, so I guess you're getting ready for your big day. And you said, yeah. And he said, well, I guess I better get ready too.
Yes. And I said, so you're going to come? He was like, yeah, I wouldn't miss it. So that really touched my heart. And he was there. He wasn't there for like rehearsal. So he didn't know like where he needed to be. And then our walk was a little narrow. But he walked me and him and Jaden, and that touched my heart. Because he was dressed in his suit now. He was suit tight. He was ready to go. So, I love you.
Yes. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding. I'm Lelo. It was a beautiful wedding. So hope you enjoyed this video. We got a lot more to come. We got a lot more to tell and show you guys. We've been working on our tiny home, and we are doing the finishing touches on it as we speak.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot been going on. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe,
like it,
comment,
thumbs up,
share us in your groups.
yes. And let us know what kind of videos you guys want to see. You know,
And
so, yeah, let us know what you want to see so we can put more content that you want to see. And also shout out to our 70 subscribers.
Yes.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Baby steps, still steps, baby.
Yeah.
No, I ain't saying. No.
But yes.
Y'all go check out our wedding video if you haven't done so already.
Oh my goodness. I don't get to this. Oh.
And we out.